Hello, you wonderful, wondering wonders out there. How have you been? Well, I hope you had a good weekend. I certainly did. The sun was shining, really good. Bit of a breeze in the air. But isn't it amazing how all around, Oz, it's so different, with the weather. One place is, sweltering and then the other place is cold, like, unbelievable, and then rain and whatever else. So tornadoes going on. Really bizarre weather, isn't it? Yes. Just makes you think, wow, what's going to come next? But anyway, listen, Oz, I'm always on the prowl for 2023 to make sure that I believe that people here in Oz, the ordinary Joe, is given the right for everything. And I think, like as I said in my tube about Medicare, how important it is for Oz to have that. And after all, it was created for Australians, the normal Joes in Australia, to be able to afford basic health cover here in Oz. And so that's what's leading me to make this tube. So I'll keep it short, and just wanted to say to the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, unbelievable with what you were saying in one of your interviews. I seen it on the news, and I thought to myself, how amazing that you can say words. And I don't know whether you're hearing what you're saying, but the whole of Oz is. And, you got to question what you're saying. And two things that you said, I thought, well, I was interested to know your opinion, because you seem to get very short-tempered with Oz, and you're a people's person. That's why you were voted in, because Oz believed in you, Anthony Albanese, and we thought you believed in the Australian people, the people's PM. And Bob Hawke was in so many ways, and you're not being compared, but you are Labor, aren't you? But anyway, the thing was, I wanted to know, you said this: budgets are made when people make decisions. Well, yes, Prime Minister, that is correct. So why aren't the people, quote, the parliamentarians, going back to Parliament to sit night and day to pass what needs to be passed to bring Medicare up to speed? Since you say, and that's another interesting thing you said, so I don't know whether you're hearing what you say, but you said you can't undo a decade of neglect in a day. Well, that's true too. But can I ask you, Anthony Albanese, like Australians would be asking and wondering, you must have known there was a decade of neglect before you got in. So wouldn't that have been something on your agenda here in Oz, since you are so very good? Nobody's knocking you, but still and all, going out of the countries and tying up relations with other countries. You don't seem to have a problem with that. But the most simplest things you think would be passed without any, what would you say, when people make decisions? Well, yes, but wouldn't you do that here in Oz immediately? Address the fact that if you knew there's a decade of neglect, you would have done that? Or didn't you think that Medicare, nobody's going to mention Medicare? Well, come on. Who's fooling who? Anthony Albanese. So eat your own words, because you seem to be getting very short-tempered. So you and all the people, quote, the people that are to make the decisions are the leaders. And you don't seem to be worried about being shown on the news how good you are at your meetings and what's, being brung up on the agenda. Well, bloody go back to Parliament, stay there night and day like you have on other topics and matters that were so important to Oz, and do this and pass what needs to be passed by state to state for Medicare. Or else your words, Anthony Albanese, are going to be your Achilles heel. Because Medicare needs to be fixed now. Not, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Come on. We need it now. The people of Oz need something done. So eat your own words, because, hey, budgets are made when people make decisions. We'll go back to bloody cabinet, all of yous, and make the decisions. Stay there night and day, because that's what you need to do. Or you'd be eating those words, like the words, if you knew there was a decade of neglect, wouldn't you wanted to address that first as you got in, because you say you care for the Australian people? Well, bloody well prove it and do something before May for Medicare, for at least bring it up to standard so people have that gap filled, so there's a reasonable cost going to see the doctor. And it wouldn't be hard to pass something while you're there night and day making this decision about Medicare, which needs to happen, about doctors and also the chemists, the pharmacists, playing a big part and a role in assisting the GPs. So do that, Anthony Albanese, or your words will chew you up. It's not hard. You have a duty of care to Australia. Every single person here in Oz. So there you go. But anyway, Oz, that's all I wanted to say, because I thought, how dare the Prime Minister? And I, like thousands of people did vote him in. And I thought, how dare the Prime Minister take that tone with us and eat your words, because those words he said will eat him at the next election. So, but until next time, Oz, take it easy. Have a cuppa with your neighbour. Get to know your neighbourhood. Form reliance, that sort of thing. Help one another out. Anybody overseas hearing this, all I can say is my blessings go out to you. I hope you will. There's a lot of, Rocky Bowinkle moments all over the world, just waiting for something to happen, innit? Yeah. So please, look after yourself. If you're experiencing psychological, physical or substance abuse, reach out, which is always on my tubes, to 1-800-RESPECT or 1-800-RESPECT.org.au. Lifeline, it's 13 11 14. Reach out to them. There's always a counsellor on hand to talk to you. But anybody else in coercive control, as I said, those services are there, but try and reach out to people and escape the situations you're in. as I said, I'll always be advocating for better and better and better and better against psychological, physical and substance abuse, you know, manipulation, domination, all that. So that's what I believe in, a better person, better people, better Oz. Anyway, Oz, look after yourself, please. Remember your mask, very important. Yeah, take it easy until next time, and we'll say my 4 codes: respect, dignity, honour and integrity. They'll serve you well, as faith as well. Look after yourself until next time. Please like, subscribe and comment if you want to. But yeah, we've got to get something done for Medicare. How dare the Prime Minister take the tone to Australian people? So, and they're the words that Anthony Albanese said on the news, word to word. So you eat your words, or otherwise, you know, you lead the charge to fixing Medicare, day and night effort. Go back to the round table, you know, in Parliament, and stay there until the decisions for Medicare are made. Till next time, Oz. See you later. Look after yourself. See y'all. Bye.